Okay, what else we? Okay, I want you to have some question. Any question? Don't worry, just any some question. If I can answer, I answer. If I cannot answer, it's gonna be learning time for me, right? Yeah. 现在我们大家都懂了吗？我刚才讲大家都理解哈。
So is this treatment, for example, of course, to help people and whatever's going on with them in their
You may
body?
speak louder.
Okay, so this treatment is to help people, right, in
Yes.
their bodies. But I know you said about the energy in the room. Can this be used as an incense as well?
Yes.
Okay.
The treatment, the masturbation treatment, is a combination of heat and the smoke. Which smoke sometimes be misunderstood. People don't want to smoke involved. But in a traditional ceremony, we call the smoke of fume treatment. We actually totally sting the patient with all smoke. Like do you know sweat lodge?
Yes.
Have you tried sweat lodge?
No.
Sweat lodge, I've tried sweat lodge. Use a rock to masturbation you. But before the ceremony, the healer will chanting with you, and he put what is it called? Cedar trees leaves or whatever, put it into the hot rock, so the whole room is steam. It makes you tear off, So, but it's so ritual, like the heat, the smoke can help you, So at the same time you cannot be teared, but at the same time you can appreciate it. So then, after that smoke gone, they pour the water. It's become steam room, The steam room gonna be 5 times greater than any sauna, but you can't skip. You can't go out. Once you go out, you can't go in. Yeah, but the sweat lodge almost steam you like a fan. No, it's not. But it's safe. But it's very ritual, But it just use the heat to penetrate out your possession, because we be possessed by emotions. When we see possession, we will think, okay, it's a ghost attack too. But forget about that. Can we be attacked by anger? Like a no reason I am anger. I always anger. This could be possession, could be attachment, right? So how to take out the attachment, or anti-depression, or comfort you? Hey, okay. In our ancestor way, they're gonna treat you with ayahuasca, San Pedro, marijuana could be. Sweat lodge, something really beat you down. You're gonna be angry? Okay, let me beat you down. Let your brain readjust.
This kind of treatment has a lot of smoke. How do you deal with breathing so much smoke?
Okay. If I breathe this, the smoke come out not very nice. Too much impure particle. If I breathe this, the smoke is much nicer, but both of them are smoke, right? So I call, let's say this is a bad, it's not that bad, but let's call it a better smoke. It's a better smoke, okay? But with the smoke control like this little smoke doesn't bother anybody. Like right now, this smoke, it's like steam. It won't bother anybody. So even the person has asthma, says, I have allergic to smoke. Of course, if you burn this in front of his nose, but if you burn this, it's okay, totally okay. And the good thing, the things I just want to mention you is, what is the low heat treatment so important? Because, high heat treatment is give you the energy, give you the heat, right? But what about if the patient is yin deficient, which means lack of yin energy? You're gonna boost too much heat. And he's gonna perspire, he's gonna dry through. He lost all yin material, like yin yang, like yin material. But we use low heat, the heat will go to the body. The body will transfer the heat into yin or yang. It's called original heat, 真气, 真元. Okay, here's the example. Visual original qi. Do you think of a picture? A young boy, teenage or 8 years old young boy. He's running outside in the winter chasing his friend. Then he come out. Then you will see his head has steam come out. If we put on top of his head, it's comfortable warm. The warm is very, very similar to this. Now touch it. That's the original qi. So this qi, you're going to put on the patient, let the patient absorb to transfer either yin or yang. You know what I see? But if you give her like a cooking heat, yes, if the patient is cold, he needs yang energy, it's good. But what if the patient is too hot? You're not going to use the heat to treat the heat signal. Of course, if you use it well, the heat can bring out heat, which means the heat can reduce another patient's heat. But in general speak, heat cannot treat heat. Technically, heat can do it. It's with some different points select, different kind of skills. But in general speak, right? So, but this kind of low heat is like a big boy's head, right? It's gonna be so warm. In China, when we have a school class, we sit each other like a crowd room, right? I remember when I was in high school, we are mixed class, mixed class. The girls like to sit in with the boys because they will feel warm.
Body.
Yeah, they will feel warm. If all girls sit together, they don't feel as heat as with a boy. A boy is so active. So man is a character as young versus girl. Of course, man has yin and yang inside, but versus girl, man belong to yang, woman belong to yin. So women like such kind of treatment. So this kind of treatment is very good for gynecology problem, female menstruation problem, because you use heat to warm it, but not only heat. Remember, you use the dimensions, you use the smoke, you use the ionization, and then you use the original heat, yuan qi, original the boy's heat, to give to the body, so the body has a chance to absorb and use it to whatever lack of, give the original force. That's the center of the treatment.
So for a patient, how long is one session and how many sessions?
Okay, very good question. Usually, if a patient is suitable for masturbation and in really needed treatment condition, they can do every day. And they can go up to 2 times a day or 1 time a day. Usually 1 time a day, because no one offer you 2 times. If I'm the doctor, right, I treat the patient, I can't let you come to my office 2 times. But I can possibly let you come every day. But cost-wise, of time-wise, this patient may not able to come every day. So if the patient needed it as every day, usually in practical way, I will let them come every 3 or 2 days, come back. But most of my patients, I try to let them come once a week, because the money issue, because the time issue. You don't have too much time, come to the office, And sometimes I will teach, just I'm teach you. I say, go home, do yourself. You can do every day. But the interesting part is, most of my patients reply to me is, they feel better result, even the same thing doing with me. Well, as I said, maybe there's something there. Maybe your experience, your energy is a part of the treatment, involved in treatment, right? 已经有一些更多的东西 involved. So that's actually evidence to prove that same treatment, same heat, done by different people, done by different, just like a ceremony. You care who you do with you. You care where, you care how, So, and you set good intention. Intention. Everything is about 你的意图。你的意图决定了一切。
So let's say once a week, and how long each time? An hour?
Each time is about 1 hour.
And the cost?
The cost can be, don't ask me the cost. I don't represent the cost. I mean, if you go Hollywood, you can go 120 to 200 each treatment. If you go very down to earth area, I think $40 to 50, 60, 70, 80, less than 100, depend on how busy the doctor, depends on how good he is, depends on how he value, also sometimes depend on how he discount he want to give you. For example, I have a patient, I really think he need to come every day for acupuncture and this kind of treatment. I will say, maybe give me 100 a week, I can treat you every day. So don't come pay me by visit, pay me by a week, which I make less money by treating him more often, right? But he needed it. You can't charge him every time, that much money, You can, but you want to help him, so you will give him some discount. So in general speak, this business in here, I think it's between 50 to 100. It's normal. Beyond that 100, it's going to be pricey. Less than 50, I mean, it's the doctor, you are treating yourself too cheap. Yeah, 50.
Is it the same they call 艾灸?
Yeah, 艾灸也是 masturbation.
You use 针 先针然后再烧嘛?
Yeah. You ask about the 艾灸 is precisely vocabulary of masturbation. I'm talking English, masturbation. That means 艾灸 in Chinese. Yeah. 艾 means the material. 灸 means the action. 艾 means the mugwort. This is called mugwort or moxa. 灸 means combustion. Cook. So 艾灸. And the 艾灸combined with acupuncture, usually we stick a needle. If it's loose muscle, moxa, we twist this moxa on the top of the needle, burn the needles. So let the needle penetrate heat into the needles. Or
Isn't that metal? The needle.
the needle metal,
So
yeah.
the heat will be going through the metal, which is not good.
Yeah, it's a good question. The heat go to the metal. The metal will gonna season your skin, right? Burn your surface, right? Very good question. The needle, the body of the needle is a very thin, hair thin needles. On the handle of the needle is like a spiral, twisted, like a spring, you know. When you put a moxa, you put on that handle part. But the fine, long needle does not give the sizzling burning effect. But if you put a too deeper, the handle part touch the skin, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn, yeah. So if I do acupuncture masturbation, I won't insert 100% the needle into it. I will lift a little bit, you know, let the needle part and the edge between handle and the needle part separate from the skin. 你明白吗？还是我要演示给你看 ？I'll show you. I'll show you on myself. Don't worry.
就是上是 spring， 像缠的那个窝圈圈，它不是这样子，有这个针头，你不要把那个 spring 的那一 part touch 到那个 spring， 有一些距离，它不用太深。它怎么粘在上面？不是针灸的那个针，我知道。
Tell me pulse of it.
它那个
Let me pulse.
它那个艾灸粉啊，艾灸怎么